I read a lot about, central excellence, and it's kind of very operational terms in terms of adapting big initiatives. Let's say it started with process automation, it moved to AI. A lot of AI, artificial intelligence, center of excellence formed out there. Now people talking about blockchain and even metaverse. Okay, so where do you see the operational excellence will come when the organization decides to move forward, right? What kind of, again, thinking or at least ideas they should have besides realizing the value of their own data?
It's a hard question because, you know, I think they should slow down. Yeah, the like center of excellence or some universities, because we are producing so many new technologies and things, and we are not able to apply them. Yeah, blockchain is 14 years old technology, if I would consider the Bitcoin, but the principle is much older, from 90s, and people are still talking about this like the new technology. And if you will see the rise of the AI, which is absolutely amazing technology or system, but and most of the factories are not able to implement it. So even if you will have more 100 startups for AI, the factories will don't have a data for them. Yeah, because they cannot share them easily because they have these data in their proprietary databases, and totally overwhelmed IT guys who are not able to provide this information to the startups who are building some AI applications. So this is what had to be solved at first, because it affects all other technologies which need to work with these data. It doesn't matter if it's some AI or if it's some blockchain or some smart contracts on blockchain, or if it's metaverses itself. Yeah, it still will need some unified data which they need to provide them. So until this, okay, people can in center of excellence can relax and maybe help these factories to implement the first steps, because otherwise they will just wait and tell, hey, we don't have a data, we're still waiting.
Excellent, excellent advice, Thomas. So data is still the king, you're saying? Do I understand you right?
Yeah, it's king. It's total key for this. Yeah, they need to understand how to collect data correctly and how to provide them in unified namespace. That's the key point.
And we hear lots of insights from the industry analysts and experts about those who have the data. They're gonna win in a way that, right, we all blame big tech for owning our data, right, for finding the use for the data. And it's not about platforms anymore, because technology becomes cheaper and cheaper, more reachable, right? It's the ability to collect your data, analyze, clarify the data, and make sense of it, with all the fantastic blockchain, AI, now metaverse opportunities, don't you think?
Yeah, sure. The analysis of this data and ownership of this data will be future, yeah, because then you can not simulate, but replay the world situations. Yeah. So you will have a persistent, correct data for any purposes like simulation of the farm medicines. Yeah. You can collect the DNA database. You can be sure that any of these data, even if it's written by some device, it's was correct in some position and no one changed them. Yeah, so it would totally simplify, for example, the learning of AI. Yeah, but what I'm thinking about is what the AI will do when it will discover that there are more data. Yeah, do they or will they have the real value to sell, or AI will find the way how to get them? Yeah, because just imagine that AI can learn how to programming. Yeah, because there are already lots of tools like ReSharper from JetBrains and these companies who are building amazing tools which can change your code to much better shape. Yeah, and do it much more efficiently than the classic programmer will do. It's still missing some creation of business logic and these things, but I expect that AI will learn it because it's already on the internet. And when the real AI will live, it will just take this data. It doesn't matter if it will be encrypted on some servers, it will find a way, yeah, through the internet. So now we are spending lots of effort and energy to protect these data because we think that it will have a value which can give us or bring us the money. Yeah. But the real value is the knowledge which will be aggregated from these data and feedback for us. Yeah. So that's the different kind of value. It's much bigger value than we can expect.